This show is a Drive exclusive, first ever look at the world's greatest, most unique, most ugly race cars on the planet. Not really, but isn't that how the internet works? Big over-the-top statements to get your attention and views. Have you listened to some of the presentations in some of these videos? Not the Drive videos, of course. Then you take all these over-the-top, best-ever platitudes, put all that in the title, search tags, and description. Put an attention-grabbing but out-of-context picture on the title page, and there you go. Internet success. Stupid me. I've been trying to make this show work with news, info, ideas, and thinking. So today, the ugliest race cars on the planet, best ever. And I ask for your nominations. To get you through this topic, we'll discuss Motogp. You'll hear why soon enough. The Nurburgring 24, Indy, the Mille Miglia, and Pike Peak. Ugly versus beauty in racing. Defined. In my mind and in your comments. Really? Now that could get ugly. Today on Shakedown, the topic is, what is becoming of today's race cars? Ugly? Awesome? Okay for you. And to get to that discussion and your opinions, we'll trip through the Nurburgring 24, the Indy 500 pole qualifying, the Mille Miglia, and a Pikes Peak hill climb preview. But let's get started with an ugly baseline. Ugly is an opinion call, an aesthetic judgment of taste versus current thinking. Real cars are designed that way. Racing, and by extension function, often influences race car design. And we all understand functionally ugly can equal race car beautiful. Really, do wings really look right on cars? But we like them. But sometimes it's rules or budgets versus function that create the eye mess in racing. And when there's more than one design option and ugly is picked for rules or low cost or just bad judgment, does everyone understand the impact it has to the sport of racing, its perception and its popularity? Today we're picking on designs that are different, judgment calls on execution, ugly ones, or not. This is all for you to comment upon. Let's get started with Motogp, and you'll understand why in a second. Casey Stoner and Valentino Rossi, because this was a battle about two guys, and they were making statements about the essence of racing. Then they raced each other. While not a design debate, it is a what is racing all about debate, and we can tie that to the cars and what race cars should represent. Stoner's belief is in the purity of the sport. That's why he's retiring. He feels that's drifting. Not drifting the sport, drifting from Motogp. Rossi's opinion is kind of a corporate replay. He says, whatever business dictates, I'll ride it. And while this is not a beauty discussion in Motogp, it does set the mind for why race cars look the way they look. Are they design driven or is it a business decision? Let's get to ugly, because it was ugly on so many levels. I'm going to spare you the details of pole weekend, but there was enough to go around to make it not feel pretty. But the race cars are what we're talking about. Ugly? Didn't have to be that way. Here's a 1970s Mclaren. Of course, age and time didn't stop ugly. They found ways too back then. That's the Antares from, I think, 74, 72. Point is all this good or bad for Indy? Ugly race cars. Or am I just being an old guy and I'm not comfortable with it? Let's go to the Nurburgring 24. That was not ugly. The race ending was. Audi won, but the Porsche, the Mante Porsche, that was about to finish third, was running low on fuel, stopped trackside after crossing the start-finish line, and got hit from behind and destroyed and kicked out of the race by a little Renault Clio. But the cars are beautiful. The BMW, the Aston Martins, all of them. Even the LFA, while it's not one of my favorites, it works as a race car and flies beautifully, just like the old days at the Nürburgring. And the Glickenhaus P45, now a hybrid, but obviously inspired by older beauty. So one of the questions is, how much of the popularity of sports car racing is because the cars are attractive to more people? Mille Miglia ran this weekend. Are they beauties or just old ugly beasts? Alfa won this 1933 Alfa Romeo 6C 1500. The Mille Miglia runs from Brescia to Rome and back. 375 historic originals. No advertising on the cars. All beautiful. A 1939 BMW 328 Roadster took second place. Third went to this 1933 Aston Martin Le Mans. So are they all pretty to you or something else? Let's talk Pikes Peak, coming July 8th. Team APEV, this is the Japanese Association for the Promotion of Electric Vehicles, and they're all over Pikes Peak. Monster Tajima is coming back to repeat his under 10-minute record, but with a new car. This time the reigning champion for the past 6 years will switch from gas power to a new EV race car. Do we like it? Functionally beautiful, ugly, and don't do any Batman jokes. But apparently all pavement at the 2012 Pikes is not going to be the only big news at Pikes Peak. Electric will be. Mitsubishi is entering 2 all-electric vehicles, a regular production IMEV and this specially prepared competition version. Let me add right here, ugly doesn't help racing, and it ain't going to help electric vehicles acceptance either. Weird and funky may be a Friday night date choice, but it's not a car choice or a life choice. Well, except for you two guys over there. Okay, and it's not that Pikes Peak was all beauty until Monster or Mitsu arrived. Sorry, Paul Dallenbach, that's his 2011 car. Okay, the point of this show is to discuss ugly race cars. The world's ugliest, because we're doing an internet thing. So now I need to know what you are all thinking about all this. Are the new cars good for your eye, good to your eye, or not? Here are the 2 WEC, Audi, and Toyotas. Or is history better aesthetically? We all know this car. Even the old stuff got weird, but it all kind of fit, at least my eye. That's a mid-90s Peugeot Evo Le Mans car. F1 is so ugly, they already agreed to fix the rules for 2013. And Indy cars we've discussed, and Monster's car. So what's your verdict? Is ugly hurting today's racing like Indy and Pikes Peak? And give me your list of your most ugly race cars from today or from history. Let's see if we can create a list and we can create the best ever internet ugly race car show on the planet and beyond. I mean, this is the internet. We better use it properly. Oh, God.